Hello everybody and welcome. We are here for week 27 of the Altered Index 2024 challenge. This is the challenge that I'm running in my Facebook group, Non-Stop Papercrafts, and this is also hosted in the Junk Journaling for Everyone Facebook group. If you decide to join in and craft along, then please make sure when you're posting, make sure you're using the hashtag. That way myself and others can find you and see what awesome things you are doing with these prompts and how you're interpreting them. This week's prompts, the word is discover, the colour is yellow, and the thing is ribbon. So we've got ribbon, yellow, and discover. So again, I have collected a few things together. So I've got my piece of ribbon. I'm going to use a white ribbon today. And I've got my sentiments, so I'm going to have a play around with those in a moment. So because my word is discover, I was thinking of doing something travel themed, and then I thought, well, I've used maps and things before in a previous card. So I then started thinking, I knew that I had these washi tape strips that were kind of space themed. So I thought, well, thinking about traveling into space and discovering new things that might be out there in the universe, I thought that might be a way forward. So I'm going to use that as my kind of discover part, and that's going to form my background. I've also got a bit of a doily that I might have as kind of a curved edge at the bottom to kind of make it look again like maybe a moon shape since it's white. And that's also why I've got the white ribbon. And then for my yellow, because obviously these pieces aren't particularly yellow, they're different shades of kind of blacks and greys, and I mean that's got a slightly yellowish tone, but it's more of a neutral colour. I also have a few of these people that I was thinking of using, but because it's yellow, I particularly picked out these two. So I was trying to go for ones that again were kind of travelling, discovering things. So these two girls have got cameras. Obviously she's got her yellow jacket and the other lady has a yellow backpack. So I might use one of those as well. So what I have done is I've cut a piece of card to the same size as my index card. So I'm using a 6x4 index card. The reason I'm doing it on here first is one, just to make these a little bit sturdy because these are quite thin. But also because these are washi tapes, you're going to then see the lines underneath, which I don't want. It's okay having the lines on the back because that's where I'm going to be doing my writing, but on the front I don't want those. So I've got these strips. Now I don't think they quite fit on this panel. I'm just trying to decide what way up this goes. I think it is that way. But I really love these kind of sketched hands. But I was just trying to have a little bit of a play around with, like I said, the washes that I've got. So I've got all of these different washi tapes that I've had in my stash for a little while actually. And not really been sure where to use them because when I make junk journals, I've never really made well, I have made a space theme. I do tell a lie. I have made a space theme, but it was a commission for somebody. So I didn't actually make it for myself. But as you can see, they don't quite fit on. I have got another moon that's like a washi tape, so I could perhaps put a washi tape in there as well. But that's roughly, I think, how they're going to go. And then, as I say, at the bottom, just to kind of cover up this bit, I might have this kind of arching over. And maybe I need to put some washi tape towards the bottom as well, actually, just to help cover that some more. I mean, I can bring this down, obviously, a little bit more. So I'm going to move those out of the way for a second. And do I want washi tape at the bottom or do I want book page? Okay, so actually I think I might use some map along the bottom, since it again is about discovering as well. So I think I might use a bit of map. So what I'm going to do is first of all just get it the right size. So I have a few old maps in my stash. So this is another great way to use those up. And I think I'm just going to tear roughly along here. This doesn't have to be perfect, something like that. And then I'm just going to add that on there, and then my washi tape will go over the top. So I'm just going to add some glue along here. And stick that down. I'm just going to turn it over and just check, because obviously I might need to add a bit more glue towards the bottom. There we go. I'm just going to trim off that bit. There we go, don't need that. Right, and then for the washi tapes. Oh, actually, no, I was going to put some of this on, wasn't I? Oops. Right, let's see what piece I want. I'm going to go from the edge of there. I'm just going to tear it off about there. Get myself in a right tangle with all this, aren't I? Right, let's get rid of those. And I can snip that bit off. Okay, and then where I've got that tear, I'm going to try and overlap that as best I can. Doesn't matter if it's not exactly the same, because obviously we're going to have lots of strips going along here anyway. I'm just going to trim that side. Okay, and these I believe are actually stickers, so we don't need to glue these. I'm just going to lay them down like that. I'm going to do that for each of these strips. Some are longer than others. Oops. God, these stickers are being a pain. Saw this trick that when you rub your thumb down it, it just peels away nice and easy, and it's worked up until this sticker. Come on. Oh, there it is. I have a love-hate relationship with stickers. Going to fold those over rather than tear them off. And then what else have we got? Oh, are these going to fit? think what I might do is have this going down this edge. Actually, I probably didn't need it, did I? Oh, let's move that one. Yeah, I prefer those ones, so I'm going to have those two on there. So this is obviously about the tide, so again talking about the moon. Something like that. Right, and then I was going to have this sort of coming around the bottom. So I'm just going around the kind of bigger parts. Obviously, I'm not really fussed about getting in every nook and cranny. And obviously, I'll just chop off anything that's extra. Okay, and I can use that for something else. And just trimming off these bits as well, because obviously we don't need those. Like that. Okay. So, what have we got? Discover. We're kind of doing the discover part. That's fine. Right, so then I need my yellow. So I've got to decide which young lady I would like to be doing the discovering. So I've got this young lady and I've got this one that's holding the camera. So I think because her frame's a bit bigger, she looks like she belongs more. So possibly have her. I'm tempted to put these in there. See, I was going to use this. I was thinking this because they are a yellowish colour and it has got a ribbon. However, I don't think I want the whole rose. So I'm just going to create my own sticker. And then put her over the top. So if I put that about here. Tuck those under because all this is going to get stuck down anyway, so you're not going to see the back. She can then go over the top. About there. What else do we have? So we've got our yellow, we've got the discover part. I also have these, so I've got it in silver, which I don't think you can see very well, so I think I might go with the gold since I've got gold in here as well. So we've got explore, dream, discover, because discover was our word, wasn't it? Yes. So we'll have that one. Just trying to think where I want it. About there, I think. Explore, dream, discover. Right, now for our ribbon, because I need my ribbon in there. And for that, I'm simply going to punch a hole or two towards the side. something like that. And I have gone for an extra long piece of ribbon. It doesn't need to be this long, but I always like to have more than what I actually need. And then I can just snip off anything I'm not going to use. Again, this is all going to get glued, so you're not going to see the back. I'm just going to feed those through those holes. And I am rubbish at tying bows, so I'm going to put a knot in it first. Just so the ribbon is actually in place, that's it. I don't want it being a huge bow, it doesn't have to be massive. Something like that. And something like that. So that came together quite nicely actually. I've still got some washi tapes, and I also pulled out some vellum just in case I needed those, but I don't think I do. I'm just going to pop those to the side. And let's have a look. So yellow, we've obviously got her jacket. There's a little bit of yellow in the flowers as well. Ribbon, we've got our ribbon to the side. Discover, we've got Dream, Explore, Discover, and with the kind of space theme, we're kind of discovering worlds beyond ours. So that is my card. So what I need to do is get it stuck to its backing. So stuck on here, and obviously my tab put on as well. So let's move those out of the way. Right, so that's that stuck on there. So I'm just going to trim off. I've got a teeny bit at the bottom to just get rid of. A tinsy bit up that side. Right. Okay, so that's that done. So this is my template, and my tab, which I've also put on black, needs to go onto the third panel. So actually I still keep my tides, don't I, which is good. So let's get that stuck down. About there. Like that. So that is my week 27. I'm actually super happy with how that turned out, because I was a little bit stuck when I saw Discover, and especially ribbon as well, because I was thinking, how can I tie in a ribbon, as it were, with this? But I've got my yellow because she's got her yellow jacket on, and it's got yellowish tones in some of the pieces as well. Discover, I've got the word discover in my sentiment, but I've also got the kind of spatial moons and stuff at the top as well, so discovering new worlds. And ribbon, I've got my ribbon to the side. So that's my card 27. I'd really love to see how you interpret these prompts as well. As I said, if you are going to post your own pictures, please make sure you're using the hashtag, because I know lots of people are following that hashtag, so they'll be able to see what it is that you are up to. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next crafty video. Bye for now.